Hey everybody, welcome back to Chortlecast. I'm Jake, and with me as always, the Stream King, the Far Cry guy, the man who's going to lose in a competition today, Steven. How's it going, buddy?
It does not make me feel good, but that's true.
That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to entertain you people.
We aren't here to make you feel good at Chortlecast. Welcome to Chortlecast.
Can Steven ever feel good? That's the question we'll answer today on today's Chortlecast.
No, so let's catch up.
Real quick answer, no. You may notice we're together today. We can, high five, and I can slap Steven. I can do this thing that I really like to do in Let's Plays, where I'm like,
you do that in Let's Plays, and you do that when you're drunk.
I do. It's true. I get real handsy.
When we played Sentinels at New Year's, that was your move. You got up and then you were like, I can do this.
I really like to tell Steven what I'm going to do before I do it.
I know it means a lot to him if his hand is on my chest.
It really does. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. This is Chortlecast, the official podcast of Chortle Games, where we talk about TV shows, movies, video games, mostly video games, and anything else we want to talk about. Today is a lot of that, anything we want to talk about, because normally we'd talk about news. Ain't nothing happening this week. The only thing that happened this week was Pokemon decided to do a 24-hour live stream of a motion background, and it was real boring. And I watched the whole thing, and some things happened, but not a lot.
You watched the whole thing, all 24 hours.
No. I watched the 4-minute recap of what happened.
That's not the same.
And that's a problem, that there was a 24-hour live stream that could be recapped in 4 minutes.
Most 24-hour live streams are there to be that way. I don't know if you like where it's 24 hours of mostly nothing and a little bit of something, just so they can get those people to be like, I wonder if I'll be here for the something. There's a streamer.
I will say, I did freak out the one Pokemon that I saw live. I watched about a 2-hour live stream for some little demon thing to walk across the screen. I have no idea what it was. There was no explanation. There was a new Ponyta that showed up. Don't know what it is.
So do you say Ponyta or Ponyta?
What did I just say, Ponyta?
Yeah. So that's how you pronounce it? Have I been wrong this whole time?
I think that means I'm a fake Pokemon fan. I don't know.
I've heard Ponyta, but Ponyta.
Leosin, you're the Pokemon Go expert. Is it Ponyta or Ponyta or Ponyta? She says Ponyta.
It's got a better mouthfeel, honestly. But I've always said Ponyta for some reason.
Well, anyway, I wasn't planning on us talking about Pokemon for this long, but we already have. Today, we're going to catch up a little bit. Steven's got a bunch of games he wants to talk about. I'm going to talk about Shadowkeep. What are you talking about?
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint and
probably something else.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't remember what it was. But.
Then we're going to have a special segment. We already kind of spoiled it because Lee Allison's here. We're going to do a Vine off between Lee Allison and Steven. And we're going to see how well that goes.
And I just want to say at the front end, I didn't challenge her to this. I feel like I'm like...
I think she challenged you.
She challenged me. It's like, why would you challenge the lowly peasant queen of vines? What? I'm glad you laughed at that.
Wait, are you the queen of vines?
No,
or is she the queen of
she's
vines?
the queen of vines challenging me, the lowly peasant. Why would I call myself a queen?
The way you worded it, though, made it sound like you were calling yourself the queen. You said, why would you challenge the lowly peasant?
There was a comma there that I did not speak.
Vine.
No, Lee Allison is queen of vines. Steven is lowly peasant of the Vinedom. Yeah.
Of the Vinedom. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's what you have to look forward to, that disaster. So anyway, but let's jump in. Let's get started. So you got a lot of you text me early in the week and you were like, I don't know what you're talking about this week on the podcast, but let
me go look at that text.
But Steven was like, I've got a lot I want to talk about, so I'm really glad you've been thinking about it, since you have to look up your message to remember what
I went to a wedding yesterday, so...
Yeah, you went to Big Germ's wedding.
I did.
From 8-Bit Gamesters. We've done some live streams with him. You all know him. You all love him, Big Germ. He wore a black little vest number with a purple tie.
Krista wore a black dress.
His fiance, now new wife, wore a black dress. And a little tiara-looking thing. It was great. She came down the aisle to Nightmare Before Christmas, which I really respect and love.
Yeah. So. That was Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Okay, I'm getting a nod from the
audience.
We've
been confirmed.
Yes. I don't remember what I was going to talk about.
Well, while you keep looking for it, I'm going to talk about Shadowkeep. Yeah. So I've only had one day with Shadowkeep, and it was really just one stream. And I regret that I didn't play more before I started streaming, because, man, was I out of shape in Destiny. But I really like it so far. The moon is a cool
Got it.
location that I wanna keep looking at. I feel very
We're good.
I feel very out of the loop on Destiny
Yes.
right now.
It's
because a lot has changed.
Yeah. So like
we
even
need-
if people who played Monday
Yeah,
had a lot
to catch up. Because
Yeah.
I mean, menus have changed, milestones have changed. Which part of it is they reset the power level, right? So basically, 750 is 0 now, and so I've got to get to 900 before I think a lot of things are even going to start looking like they used to for
Right.
me.
Yeah.
And so that's weird, having not been at that point for so long.
Yeah.
That like just to, I don't know, to throw somebody who for almost 2 years has been in the end game of Destiny back into kind of not in game. It's like, none of this is working like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And like even just leveling, I've been like, well, how do milestones are how you level? How is this supposed to work?
Yeah.
Right now, it doesn't matter. Just play the game and everything will be stronger.
Yep. Play the story and then see what happens.
I've
after
been
that.
told not to finish the story until you reach power level 900, because the thing you get at the end of the story is it's a powerful Ingram. It's like a +5 powerful Ingram. So whatever your max power level is, which at that point would be 900,
Yes.
it would be a +5.
I have
and that's
heard
rare.
to not play the story because it's awful.
I have never met Eris, so
Hey, she's cool.
she seems
I'm really
cool.
glad because like Eris, her whole thing. I said this in chat, but basically, Crota's End. All of our Destiny people, correct me if any of this is wrong. But Crota's End is the second raid they did in Destiny, where you go and fight Crota, leader of the Hive, son of
Right.
Oryx, leader of the Taken. And she was a part of a fire team that went in there, and they were all brutally murdered. And in the process of all that, her ghost was killed. So she was stuck in Crota's lair for like years, maybe decades, maybe centuries, because Guardians can't die.
Right.
But she was stuck without her ghost, so she's on her last life. But she like stole the eyes of an acolyte. That's why her eyes are all weird and goopy. And so like she was stuck there for forever, and then you just find her in Destiny 1. It's just like, oh hey, I'm a guardian. I've been here for a while. Look at my eyes. Like
look at my special eyes.
yeah, she's weird, but she's
Yeah,
cool.
she seems weird. But anyway, I also streaming a story is hard.
Yep.
Because you can't really listen. And I still can't figure out how to turn on closed captions. I got to figure that out before I stream again for any of it.
Interesting.
Because I feel like on stream I was trying to figure it out and I could not. I went to settings.
Settings.
I went to options. I went to settings.
Did you
I
go to
didn't
audio?
See it. Yeah. I didn't notice it. But anyway.
Hey, people watching, how do you turn on subtitles in Destiny?
That's what Austin and Colin were like, just go to the settings. It's in accessibility, and I didn't see it. Maybe I'm blind though. I could be blind. So
Well, it's a good thing you're not.
I mean,
because then you need the subtitles.
I really would need a lot. If I was blind and deaf, I'd need the subtitles.
No, if you were deaf, you'd really need them. But if you're blind and can't find them, it's okay. You can't read them anyway. So you're okay.
It's a real problem.
It is.
Deaf and blind people just can't play video games very well.
Well, I can imagine. Probably not. If you're deaf or blind, we're so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Okay. What now? You know what you're wanting to
I
talk
got
about now.
3 games to talk about.
Oh man, look at you.
I'm going to do this chronologically in order of me playing them. First one, Ultimate Alliance.
Okay. Yeah. The
they
new
came
heroes.
out with Curse of the Empire.
Yep.
They added so much to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was surprised. They added Nightmare mode, which is like you can play through the story again, but it's more difficult, and they're like vampire type enemies. They're like enemies that have like enchantments around them, which I haven't touched that yet. But there's Gauntlet mode, which is like you can play it either endless or you can play it limited, but you do a series of challenges in a row, and it's like you're doing a dungeon run basically.
Didn't we try a Gauntlet in the Let's Play or something, or was that
Gauntlet
something?
just came out.
Infinity Challenge.
The
is what I'm thinking
Infinity
of.
Trial is what we did. It's like a series of small Infinity Trials, but your health, energy, and everything carries over each time. And so each one, like you might see one that has a heart on it. That means that after you do it, you heal a little bit.
Gotcha.
But they're really cool. They're a lot of fun. I would love to play them with like Jeremy or somebody else that actually has the game. But then the characters that came out were Moon Knight, Punisher, Morbius, and Blade. Morbius is a really weird addition, and like I feel like him and Blade they're the only reasons that this is called the Curse of the Vampire DLC.
That,
but I feel like
that makes sense. The other two, I don't see the connection.
they're the two least recognizable, and the DLC is like named for them. It's weird, but it's referencing the Marvel Knights, because all of them, and I guess Morbius, were Marvel Knights characters. So real quick of how they play, Moon Knight is really cool. He's a brawler that fights like Batman, honestly, because he does a lot of grappling hook stuff, and he's got a move where he can roll backward and throw out a fan of explosive moonerangs. I call them moonerangs.
Moonerangs?
They're probably called like crescent darts or something stupid, but
Yeah,
I call
probably.
them moonerangs. Like, what does Robin call his? They're either R-rangs or bird-rangs.
I think they're bird rings, but I could be wrong.
It's dumb. But Moon Knight's really good. Punisher's very interesting because, like, I was kind of like trying to read between the lines to see how to play these characters to see what their secret strength is. And Punisher, you know how with your heavy attacks, your heavy attack is like a 1, and then
He
like
punishes people.
No. So remember, I think I even said this when I was playing with you. It may have been you or Jeremy, but Groot and Rocket.
Right.
His heavy attack is Groot attacking melee, but it's a combo. That's not normal for characters.
Okay.
Punisher's the same way, but it's a ranged combo. So when you tap X a lot, he shoots with his gun. After he does a barrage with his assault rifle, he does a grenade barrage, and then he ends it with like. It is the grenade barrage he ends it with, but it's a good heavy attack that is good to deplete stagger. So I built him to be like all about his heavy attack. So there's a cool little, like, you can read between the lines, kind of see how to play the different characters. And then the character that I didn't expect to love as much as I did was Blade. Blade is now part of my main 4.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even like know how to explain why I like him so much, but like he's just got a really good style because he's like dual wielding swords, and he's got a good AoE move. He's got a good like single target move. He's got a stake gun that he can shoot. Like, he's just super cool, and not like meat.
I know, but that's what my mind went to, and I was like, wow.
Wow, it shoots
Can
steaks.
you imagine a steak gun? Are they coming out rare, medium rare, raw? Do you have to cook them? Are they pre-cooked? Are they frozen?
Yeah.
How does it work?
They come out sharp because they're steaks.
They have kale. That's the best I could connect it to food.
I needed to. I stopped myself from.
So what about
from making this
Morbius?
one.
What about
I haven't
Morbius?
played him. I just unlocked.
Oh,
him.
you did? Okay, all right.
He was a pain to fight, so I'm sure he's going to be fun to play.
Well, there you go.
He jumped on me and ate my face a lot.
So it's interesting that you say that Blade and Morbius were the two most unrecognizable characters out of this, because I would have thought people would be more questionable about honestly Punisher at this point, or Moon Knight. Moon Knight, I feel like, is enough in the talk, especially if you're a person who's following what's happening.
Punisher's already gotten 2 shows in them.
Yeah, I know, but
2 movies and a show.
I know, but it's like he's moved on. You know, we've all moved on from the Punisher. We're not thinking about him. Morbius, maybe Morbius makes sense, because there's
Morbius is getting a
rumors.
movie. Like, it's confirmed.
Yeah,
It's Jared Leto, so that's going to be great.
So we know
Last
that's
time he did a performance in a comic book movie, we had Gangster Joker from the
And who didn't
Academy
want that?
Award-winning Suicide Squad.
Oh my god!
Doesn't that break your heart?
Just a little bit. It
Beat
breaks.
Star Trek.
It breaks.
Beat Star Trek for makeup.
For makeup. That's
That's
so funny is.
absurd. Anyway,
We're not here to rant about that.
Speaking, well, there is a little bit of news, which I just thought this was kind of interesting. Tom Holland confirmed that he straight up called Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, to get Spider-Man back.
Yep. He was very integral in the process.
And I forget which actor. It was Tom Hiddleston. Plays Loki. He's apparently like really petitioning for Charlie Cox to come back as Daredevil.
Oh, really?
So Bob Iger's phone might start ringing from all the different Marvel actors like, hey, I heard Tom got Spider-Man back. I'd just like to call in my favor. You know, I've been Loki for all these years. Can we just get Daredevil back? But
can we get Jessica Jones back? Kristen Rigg.
She's not
can
coming
we get
back.
her back
She
as-
even said that she doesn't want to do it.
Well, you know what? She's lying to herself and to me, because I want her back as Jessica Jones.
No one's going to call Finn Jones back for Iron Fist.
No one's going to call
Everyone
him.
forgot about him.
Poor Finn.
Anyway.
Poor Iron Fist.
He's finished. So the second game is Phoenix Point. And you might remember...
That's the VR...
Nowhere close to that. No.
Where? What?
You might remember years ago, like 2 years ago, I think 2017, when we did our most anticipated, I named a game Phoenix Point.
Yes.
By Julian Gollop, I believe is his name. Creator of the original XCOM.
Okay, all right.
Phoenix Point is the game that he started a Kickstarter for back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I backed it immediately. I saw his name and was like, okay, take $30. That's fine.
Hey, Stevens, go this way just a little bit.
I was going to say, I need a little more. Thank you.
You're too much. You know?
I'm too much boy, yeah.
We're both a lot of boy.
We
but
are.
that's okay.
That's such an awkward.
Anyway, Phoenix
A lot
Point.
of boy, Phoenix Point. It's like XCOM. I feel like I'm like sweating a lot, like because I see the preview over there and I can't not look at it because it looks like I just ran like a 10K in my face because I'm like really red. Like look up there, see me?
Audio listeners, we just
Stop.
we just were waving at ourselves.
We were. So it's like XCOM if they made it an RPG.
Okay.
So, and by that I mean it's got all the things that make XCOM. It's got the overworld geoscape strategy layer. It's got the soldiers that you can rename and customize. It's got the turn-based tactical combat. But each soldier not only levels up their because in XCOM when you level up a soldier, they just get an increased rank, a little bit increased stats that you can't control, and then you pick one of two trees. That's vanilla XCOM. Like with the gunner, for example, you either go down their gunning tree or their grenade launcher tree. That's basically how it is. In this game, you have still that sense of what skills do I want, but with each level, you can also increase their stats. Like you pick their stats.
Okay.
So like for my sniper that I have in Phoenix Point, I was trying to increase his speed a lot so he could get to vantage points quicker.
Right.
But you also can dual class characters. So
Okay.
I've got an assault sniper,
Okay.
and his assault is his main class, but he's got sniper, so he can delve a little bit into sniper skills. So he is really good about like height advantage, using an assault rifle to hit guys a lot. So that the game's not out yet. I should have opened with that. I've got a backer build. I'm on backer build 5, I believe, because I was a Kickstarter backer. My name's actually going to be in the credits. So. Of the game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's going to be like probably 50,000 other people, but look out for me in the credits of Phoenix Point.
You should have made your name like Chortle Games.
I actually really thought about it, and I'm going to try to refill out
the
email
application.
and just be like, yeah, just put Chortle Games in there.
That'd be cool.
So, not only is there that RPG mechanic of like leveling up characters, but also there's diplomacy with these 3 factions, and instead of defending the world or trying to take it back, you're more so helping these factions stay afloat, or at least that's what it seems so far. Because your clock that you have in XCOM 1, it was every single passing month the aliens attacked 3 places, and you could only defend one of them, and you had to balance the panic level. And if a country panicked enough, they left funding, and if you lost enough countries, basically the UN is like, we're going to go with the aliens. They're just like, this isn't working out. These aliens seem like not so bad people, so we're just going to surrender, which is so funny because that's the canonical ending. That's why XCOM 2, the aliens won. Because in XCOM 1, the canonical ending is that the governments of the world were like, we're going to go with the aliens. How absurd. But whatever. And then XCOM 2, the clock is they have the Avatar Project, which basically the Advent is doing research to where they basically use all humans as a resource.
Right.
So in this game, your clock, it doesn't seem like it's more so a clock, but the aliens are attacking the civilizations.
Right.
And you kind of step in, and if you step in, you get a higher relationship with those people, and those people have their own research, soldiers, classes, equipment, all that kind of stuff. So you might want to go with the really sciencey laser weapon people, or you might want to go with the militaristic ballistics weaponry, heavy armor people, like something like that. I wonder if that actually shows.
I don't know.
But what was I saying?
Ballistics people.
Ballistics people.
The people that are made from ballistics.
No. But it's really good. Like, I'm really impressed. Oh yeah, the aliens mutate over time.
That's creepy.
So I think there are multiple alien factions, maybe, but like I do know that one, there are like classes of aliens. Like you can fight like a hive queen, for example, and she is the size of a building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can, VATS from Fallout, like the target shooting?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That is in this game.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So when you...
there's always percentages in
Yeah,
XCOM
but like now, when your character is going to shoot, you like zoom in and you're looking through their scope and you pick where they shoot, and there has to be a clear line of sight.
Oh, okay.
So like there was this one dude who he was right next to one of my soldiers, and on his turn was like... I had my last guy, and then it would have been their turn, and he would have just clawed my guy to death. And I had a sniper who had a point of view like through a window, through like two buildings and everything, and I saw this alien's arm. And so he took the shot and blew the alien's arm off, so he couldn't attack. Like it's a really cool mechanic that just feels right at home in an XCOM experience. But it comes out in December. I am absolutely 100% doing a playthrough of this. We're bringing back XCOM, but it's going to be Phoenix Point.
Are we going to have like sub-characters and everything?
Oh, yeah. Sub-characters are back. We're doing this. You heard it here first on Chortle Cast.
This is news to me as well. I'm so excited.
Well, that's because I forgot about it because I've been doing so much this week.
You said it was 2017 that this was one of your most upcoming whatever?
Well, because we didn't have a release date, but I just was saying that I just backed this game. I'm super pumped about it, and it's confirmed coming out in December. But let me rant a little bit about against this game's credit, I had to download the Epic Games Launcher.
Oh yeah,
I am a pissed off owner of the Epic Games Launcher, and let me tell you why. The UI sucks. For one, I couldn't figure out how to redeem a code. It took me 30 minutes.
Right.
Two, when I downloaded it took them literally 10 seconds to hit me with a user agreement for Fortnite.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Fortnite is in my games. I can't get rid of it. It's there.
Is it taking up storage space or
no,
anything? Okay,
but like it's not downloaded. It's not downloaded, but I can't make it leave.
When you look at your library of games on that system,
always
it's there. Yeah.
I hate that so much. It's awful. And Phoenix Point became an Epic Games exclusive, even though, and a lot of people are pissed about this, that's one of the reasons it has controversy. They confirmed like we will be distributing through Steam when people paid for it. When people paid for their game. And then they asked Epic for an exclusivity deal, and Epic gave it to them. So now all these people that were like expecting Steam and backed however much they backed, some people backed in the thousands. They just got screwed over, and they're going to have Epic. Wow. Which is not the end of the world. It's just another client. It'll run just the same, but it is frustrating that people basically got lied to.
Yeah.
But the game is great. The game is really good so far. I've really enjoyed it. Look forward to that. May not do it in December. Like I may play it a little bit on my own.
That sounds like a great thing to do in January.
That's new year, new us. Let's kill some aliens. Let's get killed by some aliens. That's 2020 Chortle Games Phoenix Point playthrough. That's what's going to happen.
I love it. Let's do it. That sounds great.
Last game. Promise.
Breakpoint.
Yes. My friend Mike, back when I went to Jeremy's wedding.
Yes.
He was like, "You getting Breakpoint?" And I was just like, "I don't know," because
this is
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yes. Okay. With the Punisher.
Yes. Who is excellent.
Is that already out?
Yeah, it came out Tuesday or Friday.
Wow.
It came out a couple days ago.
My brain's just not,
It's weird. Like, we're already almost halfway through October.
I know.
Like, what's going on?
I know.
But,
how are we already halfway?
Yeah, we're in Halloween time, and no one's really talking about it.
I know. And I'm really sad because, like, I had this whole, like, Halloween Let's Play series we were going to do, but it just kind of fell through. And so, like, we don't really have any spooky-themed Let's Plays, but we do have some spooky things.
We do have some spooky
things. We'll talk about.
Which we'll talk about that.
It's going to be a little bit. Well, we can talk about it at the end, but it's a little.
Are we?
We don't have as many spooky things as I like.
Halloween here for the past 2 years has been
normally so when me and Brody first started, it was Let's Plays every day of a spooky game, and we'd play through a whole thing. That's way too much to do. I almost killed myself too. Well, that sounds extreme. I mean, like, I worked myself to death those 2 years to make that happen. And then I think this past year, we just almost all of our live streams were spooky games, and then we did like spooky Let's Plays in our normal Let's Play.
Because that was when we did Metro. That was month of Metro.
Yes, you did through you played through those. So, anyway, so probably still do some spooky live streams and stuff, but I don't know. We won't have any Let's Plays that are going to be spooky.
Do we want to talk about FC yet? Do we want to?
We can. I was going to talk about it at the end, but you can talk
let's
about
talk
it
about the end.
Okay, all right.
I'm
We'll
fine
talk.
with that.
We're going to talk about forward compatible. So get excited.
Are we confirming the game in this podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
it's happening next week. So I mean,
I'm cool with that.
You know.
Okay. Breakpoint. So Mike said to me like, "Hey, are you getting Breakpoint?" And I was just like, "I don't know," because I played one of the alphas, 2 of the betas, and I remember thinking, "This is good." Like I really like the direction they're taking with this game because it has that sense of realism, survivability kind of gameplay, but it still felt fun to play and not overly limiting. And I told him, like, I was thinking about it. I just really needed a reason. Like, I needed someone to play it with because, like, I really wanted to get it, but I needed someone to play it with because I knew I wouldn't play it by myself. And so he just said, like, yeah, I'll totally get it. And so I was just like, okay, let me know when you get it, not thinking that he would get it literally the next day. And so he texted me a picture of his copy of the game, and so I was like, okay, I'm buying it.
Crap, I gotta go get this.
My hand has been forced, but I'm glad I did. So people have been saying that the game doesn't really know what it is. And that is a very good way to put it, because when the game begins, you are stranded behind enemy lines. Most of your people are dead. You are outgunned. You are outnumbered. Just out everything. When you're playing, like, you need to stay low. There are points when, like, helicopters are flying over you, and you, like, get in the mud, and then you prone camo to, like, cover yourself in mud so they can't see you. Stuff like that. Like, you feel like the odds are against you, and it feels great. Then you start to get equipment.
I always love when the odds are against me. It's really...
You do a really good job of, like, making that happen to yourself, though. Like...
I do. I run in with no plan.
Like, you turn, like, an 80% victory to, like, we're looking more at 35%.
I like to give you that challenge, Steven.
Yeah.
That's what, you should
like,
love every
like
game.
You remember Detroit Become Human? When, like, at the very end, like, you had the odds of victory kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like, you're the guy where it's like, okay, we're in 85%, and you just see Jake running, and it's just, the percent goes... But
No.
Breakpoint. So you start getting gear, and then you realize there's a number on this piece of gear. Because every single piece of gear in the game is scored.
Like you have a power level
There's
type
a
of thing?
power
Oh,
level.
okay, interesting.
Because, Ubisoft makes all of their games the exact same way now. Assassin's Creed Origins was like, let's try a loot system. And so now it's like, Far Cry's like, okay, well, let's try an apocalyptic setting, and hey, let's do a loot system. And now Ghost Recon's like, loot system. Far Cry's doing it. Let's do it. Why not? And
So are you telling me that Watch Dogs is going to have a loot system?
oh, it's absolutely going to have a loot system, 100%. I'm calling it right now. It's either going to be like character power level in some way or gear power level in some way. I don't know if they can do gear because of how big Legion's going to be, or how big it claims to be.
Seems to be like it's going to be.
Yeah, but and you might be hearing this thinking, but Steven, you love gear scores, you love RPGs, you played The Division, it was great, you love that stuff. I do, I really do. I love loot RPGs, but Ghost Recon is not supposed to be one of them. Because and I'll give an example. Just a couple examples of like cool moments that happened, because we only played for a couple hours. We were just walking down the street trying to find a vehicle, trying to figure out where to go because it's just very open. And I see this symbol on my screen, and it's a plane. And it's just flying over. And I'm just like, okay, it's just a plane. And then I realize it's a UAV drone, which is what military uses to like locate people.
Yeah,
and
you
so
about to get found.
Oh, yeah. And so this bar shows up on my screen. I'm just like, Mike, are you seeing this? And he's like, yeah, we should probably get down. And we tried to, but it was too late. It painted us.
Yeah.
And so...
What color did you get painted?
Red. so much red. So we were just, okay, we got to move. So we started running. They started sending Jeeps after us, helicopters after us. We went into the trees and lost the Jeeps, but the helicopters were still flying around. And so we went off the road and down this foresty area, and then we started sliding. Like, we couldn't control our characters. And then I noticed our stamina bar, or my stamina bar was
slowly going down.
Quickly going down.
Oh, good, sorry.
And so I was just like, what happens at the end? And it depleted, and then my guy goes, huh, and falls over and just starts tumbling. Like, you ever seen Hot Rod?
Yeah, like
the scene where he falls for like 100
uh-huh.
seconds. That was me. I was just tumbling down the hill, and I'm looking over, and Mike's ahead of me going even further. And it's just like, Mike, what do we do? Mike, how do we stop? And we land at the bottom of this cliff. And my stamina bar has gone from like here to here max.
His max is decreased.
My max is decreased because I'm fatigued. And so we're at this like ravine where we fell all the way down here, and there's this like little waterfall and like water flowing into a lake. And so I was just like, Mike, we need to stay here. There's a lot of tree cover. Helicopters might not see us, and we're hearing them fly around us. And so we're just kind of laying low. And then I see in my inventory I have a canteen, like a water canteen. And so I drink it, and my stamina goes back up because it's curing my fatigue. And then I walk over to the ravine, and I refill my canteen.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, there's a lot of little detail in the game where it's almost like a labor of love.
Things work like they're supposed to.
Things work like they're supposed to. Like, and when you go to the bivouac to camp, you can clean your gun, you can hydrate, eat a snack, or do some intel research, and you can get a buff. You also can make rations to take with you to give yourself another buff, like on the field.
Just like camping in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I don't know what that game is. I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of it?
I have. I don't want to talk about it. But it just makes it to where you kind of feel like in Wildlands, for example, there were those moments where you're like stealthing through trees, but ultimately you were just walking with some obstructions. But in this game, there's slippery territory. You can slide. You can lose your footing. You need to hydrate. You need to stay well fed. Like there's a lot of little details that just make it a cooler experience. And there was another time, and this is the better example of why the loot doesn't work, in my opinion. But we were just on the road looking for stuff to do, and we saw 2 intel markers. And the way intel works in this game is you find it, and you have an option of what you want to be marked on your map.
Okay.
And we decided that we wanted to find a lot of guns.
Yeah.
So we would go up to a person and be like, "Hello, I won't harm you. Can you tell me on the map where this gun is located?" So we saw 2 intel markers at this place, but it was guarded.
Right.
So we got out.
So you shot up the town and then went up to somebody and said, "Hey, where is this gun?"
That wasn't the plan. I got out, proned down, used my UAV drone to. Well, it's not a UAV. It's like a little drone. And I was marking things, and I was just like, "Hey, Mike, I can't see what's going on near me, so just cover my back, keep them off me." And I'm turning my drone just to see how everything's going, and there's a guy next to me, and Mike is next to him, and he just goes, "Stab, stab, stab, stab," and then just starts pulling his body back into the trees. And I'm like, "Okay, we're good."
We're good.
But eventually, things went south. As we were moving in, they obviously knew we were there,
right?
And so we had to fight our way in to get to the intel points. Then we looted some crates, got some resources, and then we bailed. We got out before reinforcements could get too hot. That happened again later, something similar. But we fought, like we stayed to fight and like clear the area. And there was a lot of loot that dropped. There was green rarity, there was white rarity, there's rarity in this game too, which feels wrong. And then I had this thought where it was just like, we would not let ourselves leave if we needed to. There's too much loot to grab to allow us to lose out on it, you know? So, like, I had this feeling of, this doesn't feel like we're as much under the gun or feeling the pressure or the importance.
It takes you out of the experience because
totally
you're
does.
wanting the loot.
Exactly. You need the loot. So, like, even if reinforcements were, like, all on top of you, even if we knew we're probably going to die, we would have stayed for that loot. And it totally takes you out of the experience. Because when you see, like, reinforcements coming from, like, all directions, like, the red dots are, like, coming in, it's an intense feeling to, like, find a car, everyone pile in, and you go. But with that loot, you don't. Like, no matter who you are, it's just... Because it's so integral to the game.
It's just conflicting with what they're trying to do.
And so, like, the moment-to-moment gameplay is great. I loved the whole canteen moment, rolling down the hill, just experience the game fresh. Like, it makes it to where traversing the world is fun, it's interesting. And, like, the moment-to-moment shooting, the class mechanics even are good. But the gear-scored loot is a problem.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly the biggest impression I'm getting of, like, this game doesn't know what it wants to be because it's trying to be an authentic Ghost Recon experience, like, modernized, but it's also trying to be the Division.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. But the game itself is great. It's just that I feel like the gear score stuff sets it back a little bit.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm really enjoying it.
I haven't even seen, like, reviews on it or anything.
It's
That's
very
crazy.
new. It's very new. What's today?
No, today's Sunday.
It came out 2 days ago.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Came out the 4th.
No.
Friday the 4th.
Yeah. Okay.
On Big Germ's wedding day, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Happy Merry Christmas to Big Germ.
Happy wedding. I texted Jeremy.
Yes.
Saturday, and I texted, are you free to stream tonight? And then I, like, did 2 lines. And I just went, I'm just kidding. Have a good marriage.
Have a good marriage. I wish he had been like, yeah, sure. That would have been, been so Big Germ. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, well, now we're going to get to our Vine competition to round out this podcast. So, Steven, we're gonna do a little clap, all right, on 3. No. On 3. And then Lee Allison will join us. Okay. She's our special guest for Vine. Are you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. We didn't do that at the... No, that's not how this works.
It worked.
No. Wait. Okay, try this one more time.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's like magic. Hello, Lee Allison.
Hello.
Tell everyone hello.
Hello, everyone.
This is my wife, Lee Allison. You've seen her on the channel before,
Mary.
Once or twice. She is self-proclaimed or proclaimed by Steven as the Queen of Vine.
Yes.
And
Vine Queen of the Vinedom.
That's me.
She's the Queen of the Vinedom. And so, Lee Allison, why don't you explain kind of what we're about to do, because you were the one that was like, we should do this. Basically, Jenna Marbles
has done this. I think she's done like 3 podcasts now about Vine, but she just did one. I don't remember who it was, but it was someone who originally started on Vine. So we're going to do it turn-based, where Jake is going to read. I don't know how he wants to do it.
I'm going to read like the first couple lines of a Vine.
First couple words?
First couple words of a Vine, and whoever's turn it is, they have to guess what Vine I'm doing.
But he can't use inflection.
I'm going to do it as monotone as I can, and then if they can't get it,
the other person has a
chance to steal. And then at the end, we've got 26 that we're going to go through here. When we get to the last 6.
So, do we have to be like word for word? Because like
I'll be lenient, but
okay.
It's
there are some Vines where there's sounds rather than words.
Can we get bonus points if we act it out?
No.
I
We have an off-screen judge.
Points. We have Anna, Steven's wife, is an off-screen judge, so
it's fair. Perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
Okay, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, who's going first? Steven?
You get to pick. You're the queen.
Steven's going to go first.
Okay, Steven's going to go first.
Okay.
All right, the first Vine is, I'm in my mom's.
That's it?
That's all I'm going to give you right now.
Do I need to say the whole thing or just fill in the blank?
As much as you
okay.
finish the...
I'm in me mum's car. Hey, get out me car. Aw.
So it's interesting. You missed a part there.
You missed a part.
I don't remember what I missed. What was it?
Okay. You want to try it one more time?
Okay. No, I don't.
Okay, Lee Allison.
Can I take her for the steal?
Lee Allison can take it for the steal.
I'm in me mom's car. Vroom, vroom. Get out me car. Aww.
That is correct. I can
Forgot the
apparently
vroom,
watch.
I thought it might be a vroom vroom there.
Yeah, I'm in my mom's sky. I didn't know if it was broom broom, honk honk, zoom zoom, or what, because I'm doing a BuzzFeed quiz. So, okay. All right, so this is now, it's now to Lee Allison, is that right? Is that how steals work, even though you stole?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm a great host. Look at all those
chickens.
Boo! That was one word.
Look
I'm
at
sorry.
all those chickens.
I was slowly reading each word, and I was like, how long is this going to take to get it?
Well, I thought you were trying to do like a standard amount of words.
I'll
Just do like 3 words or something.
Okay,
at a
I'll do
time.
just 3
I'm not
words.
actually offended.
Okay.
I'm okay.
All right, Steven, are you ready?
Yeah. Vroom vroom.
Okay, you mentioned explicits earlier. This one is explicit,
I
but
figured it would
I'll
be.
say it. We'll censor
Use the
it.
nice word of it.
Okay.
Why the F? I'll give you one more. Why the F, you lion?
I know it, but I don't know the actual word that he says. I can never understand the actual word he uses. Go ahead.
Why you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop lying.
So it was just lying twice?
He basically, he sings the song, and then, my God, I think it's
my
what
God.
really sold it
Oh my
for
God.
people. Okay, Lee Austin, this was a hard one. I don't know this one. Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Officer, I've got one.
Officer.
Okay, I'll read it again. Officer, I've got one question for you.
May I steal?
Yep.
What are those? What are those?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember that one.
That's when he goes up to the cop and
Oh, I can't go back. I've already
Okay,
skipped.
that's fine.
It was like it was a pair of shoes.
Yeah, yeah. I
red,
mean,
on a red
what are
tape.
those? Yeah, like,
I could
get
have
it.
sworn that when he said, I've got one question for you, that you had it. I was like,
No.
that's too much. Just don't.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
I know like the what are those, but I didn't recognize that one.
I didn't recognize that one.
Yeah, that's one of the more rare, what are
They
those
are
ones?
my Crocs. That's the one that
They
I know.
are my Crocs.
I remember. They're called my sandals.
I like that one. I really like the one of the kid. He just goes, "What are those?" to the other kid, like he rubs up the hands. What are those?
Steven's turn.
Okay,
Yes.
Steven's turn.
Yes.
Oh no, I went to the weather app. Here we go. Now I can't start this one. This one's really hard. Blank James.
Oh.
What?
It repeats this several times. Blank
You're giving
James.
him too much.
LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James.
Oh, this
Cool.
is one of Lee Allison. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did that one count for me?
Yes, that was a
Excellent.
point for. Is someone keeping track
No.
of points?
Yes. I've got 2 and you've got 4.
That's
3.
the numbers add up there, so
Okay.
that works.
Yeah.
Steven has 2 and Lee Allison has 4.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Sounds like
back
a
to the
plan.
Lee Allison now.
That's me.
Okay, I smell.
Like beef.
Smell
I
like
smell
beef.
like beef.
I knew Lee Allison would get that one. Oh, it was Steven! Okay, this is a great one for Steven. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It is.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes! Excellent. Oh, man, this is timing out well right here. Okay, Lee Allison, are you ready?
Yes.
Hi. Welcome.
The Chili's.
Correct.
It's like her signature phrase.
It's like Lee
Hi,
Allison's
welcome to
signature
Chili's.
phrase. Oh, this is another one.
Which one is it though? Is it the one of like him actually doing it, or is it the one with like the jazz
It was
music
the one.
outside of the?
No, it was the one of him actually doing
Okay.
it.
There's no difference, but I prefer the one where he's actually like photoshopped it.
I do too. With the jazz.
Yes.
Okay, this is another great one, but I do have to start at the end.
Start at the end.
Well, here, I'll just start. I'll reverse this. Here we go. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It is another explicit one, Steven.
Okay.
What the F?
Richard?
Yes, he got it.
I'm so proud of you. It's one of my favorites.
I love the ones where just they're angry at someone by name.
Way to go, Paul.
Okay.
Nice, Ron.
We're
What? I can't sneeze.
I
I'm
really
not
hope I
allowed to
get that
sneeze.
one. I love that one.
don't keep
We're
naming
helping each
wolves.
other.
I know.
Way
Don't
too
keep naming
much.
it. Someone's gonna get it later. Okay. Whose turn is it? Lee Allison?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Honestly, I don't remember.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't remember. Blank. I was crazy back then.
I don't remember high school. I was crazy back then.
There's something you're missing there. but
I
don't
can
know what it
steal.
is. Go for
Okay.
it.
Oh.
Honestly,
Oh.
I was pretty effed up. I was crazy back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't remember. I was probably effed up. I was crazy back then.
Yeah, I think I just imposed high school on there.
That's okay. That's okay.
Is that a point for anybody?
That's a point for you, I
Oh,
think.
cool.
Are you? How are we on score there, Anna?
Steven's got 5, Lee Allison has 6.
Steven has
Whoa.
5.
Catching
Lee
up.
Allison has
Catching
6.
up.
Wow. Okay, who's this? Lee Allison now?
No, it's
No,
Steven's.
it's you. Back to Steven. Okay, all right. I'm washing.
I'm washing me and my clothes, B. I'm watching me and my clothes with an undertone of she's drunk as
With a slight undertone.
I love that one.
Good one.
That's a great one. Okay, all right, Lee Allison.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my, I don't know this one. So, okay. There, Daddy's here. There, Daddy's here. Daddy's got you.
Do you know it?
Great, I don't know it either. The options are not psych, bruh, or yeah, right. I'm just gonna hit psych. I was right. So it's the one where like there's an M&M on the floor and it's like,
Oh, yeah, he like sucks it up.
mm-hmm.
That's
No, I don't.
obscure.
Yeah, that one's very obscure. Back to Steven. Oh no. I'm falling behind.
Oh man, these are hard ones now. Again, because this is a BuzzFeed quiz, I don't know how this starts, so I'm just gonna do the back end of it.
Okay.
It's blank. Make her dance.
Read it again.
Blank. Oh, I'm sorry. No, blank. Make her dance.
I don't know.
Lee Allison.
Is it either bands or chicken wings?
I'll put in bands. Nope, that was not right. I don't know what it was.
Oh,
Okay.
Tell me the answer.
We'll never know.
No points. No
No.
points for
You'll
anybody. It was a
never
little girl, and she
know.
they gave her something. It must have been peas or beans, and she eats it, and then she dances.
yeah, I knew it
Never
was
seen
like
that one.
bands, chicken wings, or beans. Was beans an option?
Beans.
Oh, must have been
It
beans.
was beans and peas and bands. And since you said bands, I was like, well, let's try that one. Okay. All right. Whose turn is it now? Was it okay? Lee Allison, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'm
All right.
confused.
You won't let me in.
You won't let me in?
You won't let me in the car.
I don't know. I don't like this quiz.
Should I be describing what's happening in the vines as well?
No,
I feel like
that's part of
No,
the
it's-
okay.
that's part of
It's
the
too much, yeah.
challenge.
All right, Steven,
I don't remember that either.
I'll read it again. You won't let me in the car. All right, so I'll describe it because I really need someone to help me figure out which one it is. It's a guy. He's dangling off the side of a car.
I've never seen it.
I think he says.
What do you expect?
There you go. Okay, no points for anyone there.
No points.
But what do you expect? It's this guy. He's like dangling off the outside of the car, and he's like, "What do you want from me?" Oh,
That's me?
Yeah, Steven.
Okay.
this
Okay.
This is a good one.
It's a good one.
That was.
I feel like I get all the ones that are just 2 words. Can I get another word?
The next word.
That
is-
was legitness.
There you go.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. Excellent.
Do I know this one?
Yeah. Is it your turn now?
Yes.
Okay. It's not blank.
It's not blank.
Mm-hmm. It's not blank. Okay. Steven, can you steal?
It's not blank. Okay. No, I cannot steal.
It's not funny. Okay.
Okay. It's not funny.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not. Yeah,
It's the 2 little kids,
Got it,
and he's
yeah.
like, he closes his mouth.
Yeah.
He's
It's
like,
like,
not
it's
funny.
not funny.
I remember that.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, this is a good one too. All right, Steven.
Yes.
All right. It's summer. I've got my hat.
And I'm ready to effing party.
That is it, but can you fill in the rest of it? You left a lot out there.
Summertime. I've got my hat on backwards. It's time to effing party.
There you go. That's
Hits
it.
head on garage door.
Hits head on garage door. Brilliant.
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
My name is.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you're giving me.
That's all you got.
Hi.
This is a 2-word vine.
Hi. You know it?
2-word vine.
Hi.
No.
Hi.
My name's Chelsea. What's your favorite dinner food?
I love that one, but no. Hi. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
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 That's
All right.
tough.
Shoot.
So we are at 19 of 26. What is our current score?
Steven has 8, Lealson has 6.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wow.
The queen of
There
Vine's
may be a
going to
new
be
queen of
dethroned.
Vine.
Call me Queen of Vine.
They call me the queen.
Please don't. Please don't add that to my nicknames.
This is, a,
Please do.
this is a great one. All right, whose turn is it?
It's mine.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
I
yeah.
don't know.
I think.
I don't think either of you got that last one. So,
Okay.
all right. Oh my God.
How many words is it?
You've got 1, 2, 3,
Language of origin.
4, 5, 6.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh my God. I love.
You give
You-
him so much.
I had it when you said
Sorry.
I. Oh my god, I love Chipotle. Chipotle
Chipotle
is my
my
life.
life.
I thought you were doing, oh my god, they were roommates. That was my first.
God,
Oh my
they-
God, they were
And they
roommates.
were
And they were roommates.
Okay, all right. Lealson, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Gunshot. This is why.
Mom doesn't effing love you.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Steven, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Punch. Aw, F.
I think you actually missed a little bit of the front end because he's saying like, so basically what I was thinking of, punch, F, I can't believe you've done this.
That's it.
That predates Vine.
I
I love
Does
that
that predate
video.
Vine?
It does.
Yeah.
It's an old video.
It's a clip.
Oh, man. This one doesn't have it. This is one word.
One word.
Yeah, and I can't give it to you because that's it. So,
Can you add context?
I'm going to
Yeah,
add
give me a
some
little
context.
bit of context.
Smoke. Smoke is blown away.
Wow. Did I do it wrong?
Wait, what did you say?
I said wow. I did it wrong.
No, yeah, that's the wrong one.
Okay,
But it is funny because
I'll
there
give you another chance.
So it involves
This is
smoke.
your favorite
and then the
Vine.
smoke gets blown away.
Oh, Adam.
There you go.
Okay, well, there's 2 with smoke.
There is. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yep.
The difference is that one is smoke being blown, and this one is
When you blow
Blowing
smoke, you're
smoke.
blowing it away
Okay.
from your
I don't
mouth.
know.
I should get bonus points because with little context, I just did 2 vines.
That was a pretty hard one. Okay, all right. Whose turn is it? Steven?
Mine.
All right. If your name
If your name is Junior and you're really handsome, come on, raise your hand.
Excellent.
This is what I spend my free time doing.
All right, Lee Allison, are you ready?
Yes, but if it's one word, I need better context, mister.
This one has plenty of words.
Okay.
What the F? What the F is up?
Kyle. Step the F up. Come on. Oh, he says so many little words at one time.
It's what the F, Kyle. Seriously. Step the F up, Kyle. What?
Yeah, see, there's so many
there's a
little
lot.
words.
You
I'm
it
gonna
to
give
her.
it to you.
Give it
I'm
to
gonna
her.
give it
Yeah.
to you, but
Yeah.
it's what the F is up, Kyle. No, what did you say, dude?
Seriously,
what
what
the
the
F,
F?
dude?
Step
Step
the
the
F up.
Kyle. Yeah. Yeah.
So are they both getting a point? Or...
No, it's just her.
Okay.
Okay, Steven. You have
this
a
a hard
one
one?
word. You have a one-word vine.
Give him better
Give me
context.
context. And I might need 2
It's
chances.
smoke being blown.
Wow. I would have.
here.
Is that it?
We've got one more. This is it.
Was that the right one though?
That was it. That was the
Okay,
right one.
I would have gotten it.
Yeah.
We like that one a lot. We quote it all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 8 all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Anna, where are our
Yeah,
scores
Lee
lie?
Allison may be the queen of vines, but Anna's the emperor of Vape Nation.
Wow, the Empress of Vape Nation.
Empress of Vape Nation.
Okay,
No,
so
she's telling me no. That's not a
We're
thing.
getting a hard cut from her back there. Okay, so where are we? Where are our scores at?
Lee Allison has 9. Steven has 12.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. This is
I'm
you
gonna
though,
die.
Lee Allison.
This is me.
Yep, this is the last one.
It's 1.
It's
I
you
still
still get
can't
1
win.
point. All right, you ready?
Mhm.
Back at it.
Back at it again with the white van. Is that one?
No, it's
Back
not
at
that
it.
one.
I think I know it.
Back at it.
Back at it again. At. There's back.
The Krispy Kreme
Yeah.
backflip kicks the sign.
Shoot. I've been dethroned.
We got 25 out of 26 right, guys. I'm so good.
What
I'm
was
going to
that?
share this on my Instagram story. So, Lee Allison got what, 10? Was that where we landed there? No.
9 and 13.
9 and
Okay.
13. Wow.
We watch a
Can you
lot
put-
of.
Can you put a tiara on my head, but then remove it and put it on Steven's? But like specifically, not a crown, a tiara.
Like
Tiara.
don't use your hands. Just like have it float.
I'll see
That's
how
fine.
much time Jake has in editing. Wow. So you
The
you
screen
really
just
thought
says-
you were going to
I
lose that.
really like. I as soon as we started, I was like, I am done. I am so toast.
I assume you guys will want a
Ultra rare.
rematch.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah? Maybe Extra Life.
I was about to say on the
Did you
extra
really just like confirm extra life plans right here?
Right now?
Wow, right now. Okay,
There will be vines on Extra Life.
there will be an extra life.
We're going to make our own test.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elizabeth will create the test.
That's
Yeah.
a good
appreciate
idea.
that. I
That'll be
appreciate
better
that idea.
because then
Yeah.
the dumb
This
ones
was
will be
this
on.
was
That was
very hit or miss.
strange.
Did you guys?
Yeah.
Well, it is. I really do think a lot of Vine is context. Right?
It is.
You have to
It
know
is.
what's happening, but that's just not how the game works.
Yes. But
Maybe
that was some fun.
maybe what I should do for Extra Life is I can have because I'm getting a thumbnail too. So perhaps I
Oh,
could just give
for
a
the quiz?
thumbnail.
Yes, that would help.
That
would
we
be
can do
better.
that because we have the monitor
Yeah,
up there.
we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back and better than ever for Extra Life. Extra Life confirmed. Hey everybody, thank you for watching Chortlecast. We do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, there's a couple things you can do to help us out. Number one, if you're watching on YouTube, you're already at chortlegames.com. You can like this video, share it with your friends. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Chortle Games. You can join our Discord, the description of this video. There's lots of great stuff you can do to help us out. We appreciate you being here. We're almost 800 subs.
Very close. We jumped by 5 of you for Beat Saber on Saturday.
Yeah. So we're We're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for the new people
Yeah,
who are watching us.
we love you all. We love you all equally. But
We love
mostly-
Kalen a little bit more.
We love Kalen a little bit more, but that's because he's our mod. So,
Just a little bit.
this is not the only podcast airs every Monday at 12 o'clock Central Time, but it's not the only thing we do here on the channel. On Wednesdays, we have Let's Plays. This Wednesday is going to be 100 Ways to Die. It was going to be last week's, but I have been shooting weddings, and that kind of took priority over that. So it failed out, but I'm going to try really hard to get it done this week. And then Thursday, we're going to do Tea Time. We're going to play Destiny.
That's the plan, yeah.
Steven did not get Shadowkeep.
Not yet. I'm sure I'll be persuaded.
I don't think you will, honestly. I think the only thing that will persuade you is when they give it for free because the next thing is happening, or they lower it really cheap.
Well, see, I don't think you're putting enough value in the value that I have of getting to actually play games with you.
Aww.
I know, adorable.
Uh,
so I might get it just on principle of like once it's
Well, I'm interested.
That's
You'll honestly get to see a lot of the new mechanics.
yeah,
Outside of
and I'll be running my hunter.
what's in there. So yeah.
So we'll be hunter bros again.
Hunter Bros, you can see my cool new outfit.
You can
And you
see
can
me
show
turn invisible.
You can show me the moon, because I've been there, but I don't know what's. You know.
I did recognize some of the stuff when you were walking around.
Just
I was
walking
like,
around?
Oh, there's the. Hey!
We can play that little tire game that we played.
Where you used your own corpses in a game of basketball.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you do on the moon. That seemed like the best thing to do to me.
You know, Destiny was like, we really want to take our players somewhere interesting for this new year 3. Let's take them to the moon. Most boring place.
I don't know. It looked cool to me.
I mean, it's a cool place with a lot of mystery and a lot of lore, but just on the surface, it's literally
It's the
a
moon.
giant rock. It's the moon. You know,
It's the moon. But anyway, we'll play some of that. Honestly, right now, we just need a power level. That's all it is. And even if Steven doesn't have Shadowkeep, you're going to want a power level so that if you do get Shadowkeep, you can kind of jump in and do all that. So anyway, that's the plan for Thursday. Then Steven will be doing the stream Friday night, and I will be doing the stream Saturday night.
Yes.
Not sure what we're going to do for either of those yet.
No clue.
I probably will do Destiny again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so stay tuned for those. Again, follow us on Twitter and Discord, and we post and tell when all that's happening.
The twits and the discs.
The twits and the discs. And then we're very excited to announce that we will be doing another forward compatible series. Well, I guess the whole thing is a series, but segment.
Yeah.
That's going to be next week, so the 14th through
Starting
the
a week from
21st.
today.
Oh, literally a week from today.
Yep.
It's going to be Alan Wake
Alan Wake.
to celebrate Spooky Ween.
Yeah, my favorite spooky game. Alan Wake.
One you wanted to live stream for the channel anyway.
Yes,
so
I wanted to play this game again. And I'm going to try to not go into it because we have a preview to do. But I've been wanting to play this game again for a really long time.
Yeah.
And so I think it's the perfect time, with Control having just come out. And then
the Alan Wake expansion, the AWE expansion that the Control is going to have coming out soon.
World
So
events. It doesn't stand for Alan
yeah,
Wake.
but Alan Wake was an Altered World event.
It was. And I'm really excited to and honestly, that might be what I stream on Friday because I need to catch up on Control. But I might stream that so I can talk more about what to expect from Alan Wake because it is the game that kind of kicked off Remedy's universe. So
Going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's going to be next week, not this upcoming week, but
so
the
the
next
same
week.
thing we did with Jedi Knight 2 that all of you were annoyed to death with. We're doing it again, but with Alan Wake this time. So I look forward to it. It's going to be a good game. It's more. JK2 was kind of repetitive to watch. It was super fun to play. Getting your hands on the lightsaber in JK2 was a blast. But with Alan Wake, it's a much more progression. It's suspenseful. It's got moments of horror. There's a story. It's a great story. I'm talking too much about
snuggle up at night, get your spooky popcorn, and come hang out. So it's one of the only spooky things we're doing this year, so just enjoy it. But anyway, so look forward to all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, how does this show work again?
Hi, welcome to Trollcast, where we talk about video games, anime, TV, whatever we want to talk about. I'm Jake, and with me, as always, the Stream King, the Far Cry guy. Insert
Relevant topic.
topic nickname here. Steven, how are you doing? You got the awkward pause in there too from when